Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw. I'm here at the Nexion conference here in Orlando. It's the first one in 2 years because of the pandemic. And I'm here with Diane Frisch, who is with Diane Frisch. Is your agency? What?
Yeah, Diane Frisch Destinations.
That's an easy one. I should have remembered that one. And Diane is a Nexion agent, but she's more than that. She is just named a Nexion ambassador. And we're going to talk about what that means. I gather it's a very formal title. It sounds
It's Ambassador of the Year. Yeah, I was very honored.
There you go. So we're going to talk to her about that and a whole lot more on Insider Travel Report. Well, first of all, it's great to meet you. Congratulations on this award as a Nexion Travel Ambassador of the Year. But let's explain what that means.
So that is an award given to an agent who represents Nexion to other agents and across the community. And I have done several interviews for them. I work with a lot of our preferred suppliers, and I recommend them to our other agents.
Okay.
I mentor other agents officially and unofficially. I'm on the advisory board. I've done almost all of their trainings except for corporate.
Because you're not a corporate agent.
I don't sell corporate, otherwise I might have. But
now let's talk about how long have you been a travel advisor?
I've been with Nexion just over 5 years.
Okay. And that was your first experience being a travel advisor, right?
I used to be a CPA.
I think you've made a good choice. I don't know. Except for the pandemic. Well, these things happen, right?
It's still way more fun.
It is still way more fun. You could rebook cruises forever as opposed to doing the books, right?
I know. When I came to my first conference and I saw the energy and just how much people love the business and love each other, it's a wonderful community.
Now let's see how you progressed from what do you focus on? What is your specialty with your agency?
Well, it's progressed as I've been here. When I first came, I think like most people, I thought I'll just sell whatever anybody wants. And I figured out I should follow my passion, and I can do a much better job of that. So I sell a lot of, it's FIT in the business. So it's custom curated land vacations in Europe is my specialty, which didn't do too well during COVID.
No, but hopefully it'll pick up now. Right?
It is picking up. I'm selling them now. I have people going to Spain next week. I have people just back from Ireland. I myself was just in Greece. It's definitely picking up, and people appreciate the value of a travel advisor because they're just that much more apprehensive. Although what I do is much more customized. So I'll help people get picked up at the airport, help through customs, helped do whatever they want. I mean, cooking classes, dinner.
Help them decide, can I get in this country and how do I do that with the COVID different protocols? Yeah.
Nowadays, that's the thing, right? Yeah. That's the thing.
You have to know exactly, as I always tell people, you can go anywhere as long as you have a vaccination card, a PCR test, and fill out one of those health declaration forms, which is actually for me the hardest thing.
Sort of, except it changes every day. And which test, and when do you take it?
That's true.
And if you didn't need a test yesterday, but guess what? Tomorrow you're going to need it. There's a lot. You got to keep up.
I'm headed to Europe in a couple of days, and I'm still trying to work that one out. And I think I have it right, but every time it changes, and every time I go on the line to do these forms for the countries, they're the most ridiculous forms I ever saw. But I need a good. You want to be my travel advisor? You can help. Okay,
I will. My pleasure.
Yeah, because I do need help in that regard. But yeah, so you've built your business with the FIT, with trips to Europe. Have you thought about going elsewhere and doing other things as well?
Yes, and I was doing cruises in Europe also, especially river cruises, but luxury cruises.
Right.
So during COVID, it wasn't so good. And I translated it I started thinking about where would people want to go as they came into summer. And I landed on Alaska first. And it wasn't cruising. I thought, well, FIT, if you like the custom curated vacation in Europe, maybe you'd like a custom curated vacation in Alaska. Sure. So I promoted the heck out of that on social media, and I got talking with a few of my really good suppliers, and I learned about what we could offer, and I put together these packages, and I sold a whole bunch for about
we weren't cruising to Alaska at the beginning, right? Because there was no cruising, and now there is. But a lot of land operators went up there initially.
For sure, and you could still do the dog sledding. You could still do kayaking. You could go take a helicopter to a glacier. You could do a salmon bake. You could do all of that, whale watching, fishing. I had, people did all of that. I just put it all together in these packages until everything got so booked up I couldn't sell it anymore.
And then the cruise lines came in and said they were going back to Alaska. So I did a small ship Alaska cruise at the beginning of the year, and it was awesome, I got to tell you. And it was much different from the big ships. The big ships are great, don't get me wrong. My partner has been on 2 of them. But yeah, to have an Alaska land experience is pretty amazing.
So yeah, that was sort of a nice translation, and we have really good preferred partners that helped me do that. And it was very profitable for me. And now I've slid back into Europe.
Now, what is selling well for you right now for 21, 22?
Right now, I still have people going to Europe, and they're doing it last minute. So they're doing it within a month, they're booking, because I think they want to see what's going on politically and with the testing. Next year, I have nothing till about April. And then I have more bookings from April through August than I've ever had this early.
Wow.
And
Are you getting bookings for 23 as well?
No, it's mostly for me.
It's 22. So it's 22. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a lot of cruises and a lot of FIT Europe. It's back to my usual stuff. Some Alaska cruises.
But even a little more augmented, right? A little more business, right?
Yeah. No, it's looking really good.
Plus, I assume you have some future tour credits, future cruise credits you got to apply to.
Some. Not.
So this is mostly new business then.
Oh yeah, it's almost all new business.
Oh great. That's
so yeah, it's been wonderful, and I think really the best thing is that people really appreciate what I can do. They come to me. I have a bunch of new people coming to me saying, we just don't even want to deal with this on our own anymore. It's too much. So that's been really the main blessing for me.
That's great, and that's why you have a travel advisor. That's for sure. Now, as Nexion travel ambassador, what are your duties for the next year?
Well, my crown is, no. Just keep on keeping on. I always try to reach out to other agents as much as I can and encourage them, because Nexion, honestly, I think the best thing they do is events like this, and their training is so good. It's beyond. Like they start you off with boot camp and agent essentials. Those just get you right off on the right track. My favorite is marketing. And I've already done it. I'm going to do it again.
You're different. There's marketing, luxury, corporate, the one you haven't, and then I think one other that I can't remember right now.
Groups.
Groups.
They had a short-lived one called Sales. Yet they're so good. And the agents you meet there, the suppliers that come, are just beyond. They'll have senior vice president of marketing from several companies coming to work with us at marketing and help us
know all about marketing, right?
Yeah, and then I made a marketing plan and I presented it to them, and they told me what they thought of it,
right,
and gave me some. It was really good, really good.
Well, that's a great resource for you. Well, Diane, I want to congratulate you first of all on being Ambassador of the Year, and I hope you can fulfill the duties of your position for the next year. It's been great to meet you here at the first live Nexion in 2 years, first in-person one. We're all happy to be here, and we're looking forward to next year as well. And again, good luck with your business. Hopefully 22 is going to be a gangbusters for you, and we'll see how it goes.
It's looking good. So nice to meet you. Have a great day.
I'm James Schillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.